Wait, you clicked. Why did you do that, bro? You have denied reality. Well, not really. You alone cannot deny the reality of what's actually going on. We're all kind of living in the algorithm jail. Yeah, it's gonna be algorithm. I'll just say it. English has been the most aggressive language of all time anyways. So why do I say that? This is front page of YouTube, and I recognize everything. Do I recognize everything in the world? Absolutely not. Do you know what this is? I just seen it, bro. On TikTok. On TikTok, I can get that material. On YouTube, I cannot get it. I literally cannot get the same thing. How is this possible, guys? But I don't even know what's going on, so I challenge myself into finding a video that I don't recognize. I don't know what the concept is. It's trying to be mysterious. I don't know who the creator is. And it's not about math and nerdy shit, you know? And it's also like not music related because I know music very much. Very much of music I know, guys. Am I ever going to find a video? Because let's go down. Let's just go down. History, guys. No, it's not history. It's that game. Actually, that would kind of work on me. Actually, I barely recognize.
You can launch your cattle at the enemy.
There's definitely nostalgia farming going on. I'm not even sure why the algorithm knows that I kind of play the stronghold thing, but I didn't play it seriously. Alright. I have not seen any of
So a
this.
couple like comparing
And it becomes recognizable very quickly, and it's just like AI hype or AI scare that it's taking over the internet and killing the internet. And it's gonna stop killing the internet when we stop hyping that shit up. The funny thing is, AI killing the internet is a trend. It's a trend. And yes, in underground levels, there's gonna be people empowered by AI, but not everyone is gonna do it. Thirst trap. Wow, I recognize the Zilla boy and the Epstein. Oh my god, I'm so cool, right? And literally Epstein is right there above him. One head above him, bro. But it's ordinary gamers. I know everything, guys. Yeah, besides these two videos, which are still relatively recognizable, we will have a very hard time escaping the trendy world, the world of skibbity faces. All that shit is gonna be a nightmare, bro. Skibbity beyond your wildest dreams. Potentially everyone is trained to be skibbity at this point. Except music artists, they can do whatever the fuck they want. So why would I try to escape the trendy social world, right? Oh, I don't mean when I say social. I think Skibbity World is antisocial, where you are projecting familiarity to things that don't give a fuck about you whatsoever. It is one thing to go through the world looking at your phone. It's a whole different reality when you're staring at the stars all the time. Looking up and you see literally nothing around you, bro. Just the sky. Just the deception, illusion, and antisocial familiarity. You're familiar with the clouds, but the clouds won't feed you, my friend. They're just gonna rain on you. You know? They're gonna rain on you drama and stress. But children in Africa just want some water. Just want some water, so rain upon them. Mr. Beast, rain upon, of course. The final boss of Skibbity. I'm not here to criticize Mr. Beast, that's impossible when he's doing the charity. You know, he can be criticized for everything else, however. But people don't know how to do that, so what's the point of staring at the stars if you're not even professional at it? You know? If you don't even know what you're looking at. if the algorithm can just take advantage of you so badly, bro. The funny thing is, the only reason why I'm able to exit this parallel universe is because I recognize everything. What am I supposed to watch? Right? I'm supposed to learn new things. I'm not supposed to be stuck in a fucking loop. Alright, these two are different, but probably I'll quickly recognize what's going on here. It's PewDiePie's game.
Gyvenimas labai stipriai keičiasi, tai ir yra.
Oh, people are actually discovering in my country that the system is fucking 100 years old, baby. It's 100 years old and can be taken advantage of. Oh, man. Only after 2 years we're gonna start changing the system across the world. Well, like, we literally have a 100-year-old system. There's a reason why you recognize everything. Why people are nostalgia farming, basically. It's actually part of this thing, which you don't have access to, so even though you don't recognize, that's because it's different language. I can understand it, but I can't show anything in coherent terms. It's not even coherent to me, just because everything has been said in just one sentence is a systemic problem of someone being able to call the coppers 100 times to one man without any reason. Recognize, but what is this? I know the climber thing, so it's probably gonna take like 5 seconds. Oh wow, that's the entire video. Oh my god, the balloons. Attack the balloons, guys. I don't want this, bro. I have watched this, bro. Like, why are they recommending videos I watched? It is so desperate, bro. Yeah, when people are accusing the internet of being, like, boring or not quite as it used to be, well, that's what it is, bro. You're just getting fed the same thing over and over again. What do you expect? You're not going to discover anything. People are not going to be, like, flocking and praising a new creator. You're completely disconnected, basically. You're in your own echo chamber of whatever the fuck you like. And it's actually quite devastating feeling. Which happens before you even, like, recognize that it's happening.
Mimics ultimately scaring the bird away. This is a case of Batesian mimicry. The sheep
Yay! It's a sheep in wolf's clothing. I learned something new, guys. I didn't know what this means. But you literally pretend to be a wolf so you don't get attacked. Pretend to be a snake, even though you're a caterpillar. Bro, you're already a cat. And you're already a pillar.
in wolf
And it's a fucking bug.
clothing, and resilient, and have even been seen going toe-to-toe with lions and footprints in.
See, the funny thing is, I declared Vortex year for this year. And being stuck in an echo chamber is a vortex of frying your brain. Which is also why this episode is Fireproof episode. If you want to survive, you might want to find the wild things that are being offered to you. And if you can't find wild things, you have to note to yourself that you can't find wild things over here. You know? So far we find the fifth video, which is perfect. This one I can understand. It is still scientifically baked, it's still animal baked, but I don't actually watch shit like this at all.
Instead, you will end up deadly animals without having to do the evolutionary work of becoming deadly, because copying their outfit is way easier. These are Gilbert.
I don't even know how you can define something as more antisocial than just staying in your own fucking circle all the time. You have a circle that you stay in. Obviously, the most antisocial thing is where you stay in a circle and you are asked to do that by authorities. And when you go outside of your circle, you go outside in a lying manner, where you are a completely different human being. You wear an outfit of a fucking scientist, or whatever it takes to deceive people that you're different. than who you are in your own circle of interest. So that would be the maximum antisocial behavior, but circle of interest is one step towards that. Nah, no portal. Nope. 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 Reddit mods look like this. Nope. Okay, that is different.
Apex predators have them, like tigers with eye spots on the backs of their ears, and orcas, who I always thought had big white eyes when I was a kid. So of behavior was first noted by Aristotle. I feel like I know this guy from somewhere. In his
Oh my god, the meta joke of my video.
history of animals typically resembles a dead leaf. Patu birds like to stand still with their heads up and eyes closed. In a way, dragon wings on one. Sometimes, or look at this beautiful red button that'll give you $1 million for free. Oh, it was actually a subscribe button, which you should click the real one of.
I will add this, though. YouTube Music does have a specific category. Did they bury that shit? Where is it? Discover. Yay, it's pretty buried. Like, you wouldn't actually instantly see it. But that's pretty important. I don't think there is a category up there. New to you. Oh yeah, there should be. It's conveniently tucked away in a very, very end, by the way. Isn't that crazy? New to me? And is it actually new? I'd say almost. It might be 10 times more new, but still have to suffer familiarity, basically. Again, did you know about this button over there? Oh, like if we were genuinely to read intention of YouTube, it is telling us that you are not meant to explore and find new things. Sure, old might be gold, but I don't own any fucking gold, and I'm not interested in that shit. Just the same way I'm not interested in preservation of games. Like, why do I care? Like, new games are being made all the time. Question my sanity, of course, dude. Making a new cake. I'll tell you all about it, but I was like, okay, antisocial, like, it still bothers me. What is antisocial? Being social is a specific level. My friends, you're getting formed. But yeah, if this comment does not have a reply, this whole comment section is antisocial. That's what it is. Antisocial, do something without a reply. Getting likes is not actually a reply. It's technically a confirmation that someone read your comment, but, okay. The funny thing is, you not even gonna double check that people liked your comment until you get a reply. So, reply matters. While the likes, not that much. You don't see the dislikes after all. You don't see the counterweight. You cannot make yourself feel good just because someone else clicked the fucking likey button. It's not that simple. If I make a video and I get 100 likes, but no comments, I get nothing. I did nothing. There's no actual reward. Likes don't give me anything. So yeah, there's different levels, basically. I'll make a cake out of that. You should be avoiding antisocial places first and foremost. And my friends, what you're being served are viral videos, which are essentially antisocial. I don't leave comments down here. This is the most degenerate thing I can possibly be doing. In a way, we're not just touching the fact that you need the new stuff, but you need unexplored territory stuff. Which is literally my channel, by the way. My channel gets to sit in a comfortable below 10 views territory. Alright, cool. I guess that's nice. And everything here is above 100,000 views except for this, which actually looks clickable. Let's fucking go. It's the tutorial.
Image.
Why would I care?
This one.
Don't program in front of my face. Think about the children. So the funny thing is, the internet ran to antisocial places to create more antisocial places across the rest of the internet where we could be social, but we're not. You have to consider that your brain is being fried and you're actually not getting the most baseline social fucking activity. If you're not getting that, you potentially becoming like autistic or something worse, where your brain is being told that to be afraid of humans, that humans are performing in hyper productive ways, that they're just not who you are, and you feel down because of that. Like, it can yield depression and many more things, which people mask by telling themselves, I must feel good about everything. They must. It's a fucking just orders from above of like, feeling bad is bad. I will always feel good no matter what I do. No matter what is being told to me, I will always feel good. This is what people tell to themselves because they're fucking narcissists. And they're being fried every day with this type of algorithm.
And
Bro, like, I appreciate this video so much. And I had to get out of my way, out of the typical algorithm slop to find it.
also complex relationships with other species. Animals
Aww. This is some cool shit. This one's too technical for me, but it's gonna be over soon.
First and foremost, I already have to design
Wow. Bro has
20
made a
different models
product.
with lots of different circuit boards.
Bro solved a problem where you flip the USB-C and it doesn't charge properly, something like that. Wow. This is what I asked for, technically. Okay, nobody asked for this one, though. Jesus. Although people are always confused of, like, how do I get 3 queens on the board, physically?
Useful now, it's not. It's still spawning most humans despite decades of negative feedback. Charge time needed. We Indian female human.
And he was curious and he just grabbed onto my arm in a very...
Glasses.
The pole, but the long.
Yeah, this is nerdy as fuck. What? Never mind. Wow. Invisible inflation. Getting playlists, which is the most unusual thing for YouTube to recommend. I have a feeling that you can't access this through your phone. K-pop? K-pop? That's a category at this point. You know what? I checked, and you can, in fact, do it on your phone. You can find these buttons. And it's still the last one, obviously. So yeah, just to be clear, I probably exaggerated the problem.
Could have kept you entertained for hours can barely hold your attention anymore. You might find you're more easily distracted, jumping from one bit of...
Isn't that ironic? I get a Moon episode about this, and I think it's worth dissecting. And of course people don't have original opinions. That requires thinking. Most people don't spend time thinking because they haven't discovered the reason to think for themselves. Do you think? Nah, bro. NPC don't think. NPC just sits down and listens to the programming.
content to the next in seconds.
Whatever is the most popular, that's what NPC slurps.
Internet is
But there is always a chance that there's going to be a good trend happening, right? That there's going to be a provocative, mind-opening trend that would allow people to do something that is not necessarily popular or within their circle of interest.
transforming people's brains
AKA, do something social.
and making them worse. So you think about how that information is being delivered. In my soda cans lying...
Anyways, one thing to understand, there's also 4 levels of thinking. So systemic thinking would be 2nd level, and that's where Moon is, and he's not that much better than NPCs. In fact, if he insists on being better than NPCs, he's gonna miss out on the ability to be better than systemic thinking. Systemic thinking is like all women, all people, all Republicans think a certain way, they do a certain thing, blah blah blah, right? Or like the entire internet is being destroyed or whatever.
Awfully large amount. One study by Brown years. Now the
Nah, yeah, that's
reason why it's hard to
social problems right now. Past COVID, absolutely.
it was pregnant, and it didn't. And it all becomes clear why people are so divided today. It's getting to a point where society is slowly getting torn apart at the seams as everyone turns on each other. All of these processes don't operate on everyone in the same way though. People get suckered into echo chambers based on what the algorithm sees they like, and they rarely leave them. It gives them the comfort that technology in their echo
This is just a problem you bump into if you know, grow your awareness and you actually consider that you are using social media insufficiently, which is like absolutely the case. Being a bystander is definitely not going to give you social credits, my friends.
chamber can't stay within their
You think you're fast when you're scrolling past through 10 videos, but in actuality you have ignored some amount of humans. Not every video is a fucking human being, unfortunately. What the hell?
A simple children's pastime.
Yeah, Moon is borderline degenerate simply because he constantly yaps about the same thing.
algorithms don't exist solely to turn people into
Yeah, but you're a fucking echo chamber at this point. And antisocial at the same time. Give me 10 seconds. 10.
There's
9,
something
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Wow. It's antisocial, but I'm impressed. What the hell?
And if you do use clay, you're gonna have to mix it. Also, don't do this to figure out how to get a smooth surface. And that's done. Time for the big one. Wet it again and just keep polishing. Figuring out how to do this was honestly frustrating and a lot of work. And if you liked that, go check out some of
New York City while they
Bro's on another dimension. I don't know,
The
I can't
cast
look at
was
his face straight. Bro has seen invisibility.
in Berlin, and so I couldn't see him, but he could see me. They had a
quoted as saying, "You are a beautiful man, a beautiful man." You have a comment for Sean, and also there is without being rude, a gay connotation. Oh, you laugh. It's funny. Football, you kick balls. Mr. Woods? Mr. Woods? Will you wear wigs?
maybe.
When will you wear wigs? Mr. Woods, I will ask you.
Oh, I love you. I thank you so much for doing that. That made me.
Of Google Maps. But in India at that time, nobody used street names. Many mark. They also.
Okay, that's interesting. India and China share the same nonsense where it's hard to navigate, apparently.
Very subtly.
These letters sound exactly the same in Russian as they do in English. But when you now.
Okay, at this point we're so deep in the rabbit hole and there's probably no way out of this one. But it feels completely different. It feels like that's my job as a YouTube CEO to understand what is this rabbit hole? What is this one button in the fucking corner of your screen? So for the rest of the video, just feel the vibe that, you know, you have opened the door, a forbidden door into something very different. And enjoy the things I find for the next 30 minutes. Otherwise, for the 30 minutes, I would just be scrolling down, searching endlessly, and being very upset that I can't find something that I don't fully understand. That's inherently new to me. And being explained by someone also undiscovered. Like, this is the most important thing for YouTube to have, the social discover page. It's potentially the next step of YouTube evolution. But the most important step to ignore the mainstream. The mainstream, unfortunately, will feed you a bunch of crap and will put you in an echo chamber anyways. Especially the drama mainstream is malfunctioning, and I don't think it works properly anymore. People who are being attacked, they're not inherently evil, unfortunately. Even like, drama can be summarized into just Mr. Beast dug wells in Africa, and this is a bad thing. And it's like, how am I supposed to understand it as a bad thing? There's something fucking fundamentally wrong with the mainstream right now. And sometimes you want to distance yourself from that. Find a different kind of mainstream. It's still mainstream, like you're learning new things. It might be mainstream in different languages and cultures. But the most important thing is to avoid mainstream pollution where the mainstream is only giving you negative news. I think during the apocalypse right now, it's actually happening non-stop. Ever since COVID, we can't stop spamming negative news. Or potentially people get stuck in the echo chamber of negative news because of that pandemic domino effect. And then the next thing happening is the Russian war. The Russian war has infected my TikTok, you know? Now, every now and then I kind of want to get some updates, but the Putin gives fucking middle finger every time. It's starting to get boring. Bringing yourself back the control and ability to distance yourself from the pollution of mainstream until they clean up the fucking waters. It's like a digital way of digging your own well. Except we're talking about well-being. Absolutely. So the best contribution to Mr. Beast digging wells across the world is this one. This video is your own contribution to your own well-being. Because you need to sometimes even be able to have a switch where you will be distancing yourself from something like Mr. Beast and other big YouTubers. You need to know where to go, and, well, apparently it's just one click away, one hidden button away.
Let's practice.
Feel the difference of one shit and the other shit.
Shit. Shit. Shit. Shit. Shit. Shh. 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 You'll get the hang of it over time. Lambda. This is the letter phi. Phi. F. Fuck you. This. Suka. Suka.
What the frick? Of course.
Ah, ja, tu po Amerikaans.
That's what this guy teaches, basically. Well, interesting. Rage baits inserted in the video.
But normal. By the end of this video, I promise you will never see hamsters the same way again. Named, I thought the perfect home would be in a pet store on artificial food and crack open seeds. And if she can do this, then I hope she can pass the next challenge. Only task
$400,000
because her final challenge is the most controversial so far. I may have underestimated her, and she's already her. Oh, now she's going back for more. Her mouth is like a mini vacuum and an This is rarely ever seen. Good news, we'll never have to see that again. And she was never seen a plant before. Her first steps into a very unfamiliar world.
Wow, that's like me.
She now has...
I have to end this video now.
The chance to make 7 days to decide. But over the first 2 page, in the maze, or the ecosystem. Or so I thought. Ground. Was she finally her burrow?
That is crazy, bro. There's so much more content in the wild. I'm impressed by myself in this moment.
Thing we got right. Check out.
Like, I don't think I can top that anymore. Even though it's cool. Yes, my obligation to watch Mr. Beast videos.
Also had our normal crew, which is on payroll, so it's probably closer to like 5.5 million.
Everything again in Mr. Beast world is wobbly. You know, everything is based on money. The moment money is out of the equation, Mr. Beast will fall down and hurt his knee. I don't think it's far-fetched to say that he is in his own echo chamber. And maybe, just maybe, we will see what that means. Anyway, I think we can close it. Yeah, we saw the biggest hamster wheel guy. You know?
Really?
Yeah. Again, where does Mr. Beast get his money from, right? The skibbity riz that he has, the recognizable nature of himself. If people started hunting for new content and beating up the mainstream, we would be able to peel that money-making face and turn his frown upside down. It's just the power we would like to have, just in case, you know? Because most people who are not discovered, they're not working with $5 million budget, by all means. They can't do bigger and bigger things, and you must understand that factor of why it's important to support not Mr. Beast. Thank you for watching, guys.